Hello, my name is Aaron Judy, and I'm going to present to you the Law of the Picture, one of John Maxwell's 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. What I'd like to do is start with a video.
It's been here from the very beginning. The vision, the focus, the passion. Not just to build something new or something different, but to build something better, to exceed expectations, to set new and higher standards, to expand the potential of what is and transform what could be into reality. Year after year, generation after generation, innovation after innovation, the passion and principles remain the same: to build something smarter, something stronger, something lighter, something faster, something safer, something greener, something bolder. To build something better for today, for tomorrow, for generations to come.
So I wanted to show that video from Boeing. Thought there's a few key terms in there that they mention: vision, passion, were two of the big ones, and practical. Boeing is a great company to work for, has done a lot, and thought it was a great video that kind of shows mission and vision and the law of the picture that we're going to speak to today. People do what people see. Leaders are visionary and leaders are practical. Leaders need to be both. We have to keep the vision practical, or our followers will never grasp or understand what the vision is. Captain Winters, and if you watch the show Band of Brothers on HBO, said, "My men depended on me to carefully analyze every tactical situation, to maximize the resources that I had at my disposal, to think under pressure, and then to lead them by personal example." So he practiced vision and practicality. How do we make the picture come alive? We can do this through mission, vision, and strategy. The Boeing video showed some of that. A couple of mission statements. Boeing's is building something better. Lockheed Martin's is we are engineering a better tomorrow. So I challenge you, if you don't have a mission statement at where you work, maybe that's something that you can look at doing or helping provide. The leader's effective modeling of the vision makes the picture come alive. So we have to be able to communicate and show how the vision applies to our organization and how we're going to get there from where we are today. And this is what helps this picture come alive in our followers. Followers are always watching. Our employees watch us, don't command, convince them. Whether you come into work late, early, how you manage personal life and work life, those are all things that your followers and employees watch you do every day. One that I think they really specifically key in on is how do you handle stress and pressure. If we show a lot of emotion under challenging times and can't keep that in check, our followers will certainly watch that and almost emulate that in a way that might not be the best way we want our followers to emulate. So our employees watch everything we do. Always keep that in mind. Doing what's right. It's easy for us to give good advice and not lead it, and it's easy for us to teach it and not live it. If we're going to give good advice, we need to show how we do this in our day-to-day lives, whether that's both personal or at work. John Wooden said, "Show me what you can do. Don't tell me what you can do." So our leaders need to be in action. Our followers are looking for leaders to be action leaders, competent, understanding, passionate, vision, and practical. With those things, our employees should understand what our vision is and see that we are living it, not only just teaching it. How do we do this? We need to work on changing ourselves. It's always tempting to change others without first changing ourselves. The first person you need to lead is you. In other words, we need to fix our own camp first before we go fixing other folks' camps. A good example is an Opinion Research Corporation survey conducted, found the top 2 things that people were interested in is leaders that lead by example and show strong ethics or morals. Based on our culture today, I was kind of surprised to see strong ethics or morals as number 2. You might be able to make a case that it should be number 1. And I believe we're going to talk more about ethics as it pertains to leadership and business and organizations later in the course. But this shows that our followers and our employees are certainly watching us to lead by example, to be an action leader, and to keep ethics and morals at the forefront of what we do every day. And finally, who do you model? I put a few here. A good example for myself is my father and grandfather. Both were pastors. My father raised 4 kids, my grandfather 6. They also managed a full-time job while pastoring a congregation and raising a family. President Reagan, independent of where you may stand on politics, I believe is a great example of a strong leader. I've read many of his speeches, and I've always been interested in military history, World War II, the Cold War, the Vietnam War, and where we are today. And I believe President Ronald Reagan is a great example to live by. Neil Armstrong, kind of self-explanatory, walked on the moon. But one thing really important about Neil Armstrong that a lot of people don't know, he was a devout Christian, and he also was very active after he left NASA in his hometown in Ohio. He lived quite a quiet life. He was not in the public eye, but he was active in his community. He was really active in his local elementary schools and high schools and middle schools, would do a lot of volunteering there and talking about mathematics and science, and did that all the way up to the day he died in 2012. John Maxwell mentions David as an example, and it actually was mine as well, a shepherd boy who faced a giant and became a king. So no matter where we are or what we may be called to do, independent of whether we think we can handle it or not, with God's help, we can. And who knows, instead of maybe becoming a king, you may one day become a CEO, pastor, a superintendent of a school district. But almost all of us start out as a shepherd boy. That is the law of the picture. Thank you for your time.